Hi, good afternoon. My name is Octavio Bautista, and I would like to talk to you a little bit about BP, also known as British Petroleum. British Petroleum is actually one of the world's leaders among international oil and gas companies. They do provide customers with fuel, transportation, energy for heat and light, lubricants to keep engines moving, petrochemical products as well. That is kind of one of their branches there, and where they make things as crazy as paint, all the way into clothing, packaging. Of course, their big market share where it comes, as far as money wise, comes from gasoline. Um, as far as countries of operation, they do operate in about 80 different countries, and they do employ about 84,500 employees. Um, the economic value generated by BP is worth approximately $359.8 billion. I want to talk to you a little bit about what it is that they do. BP's one of their big product, of course, everything is natural gas based or petroleum based. So essentially, what they do is they do find the oil, they find the gas. They are basically vertically integrated. In other words, they don't really outsource much. So they do have their transportation companies. They do have their in-house pipelines. So they do manage all of that as well. They do sell their fuels and products. And one of the key facts about the company is that they try and keep a low carbon energy. So this is part of their CSR. Just making sure that they give back to the country, make sure that they don't over pollute, similar to some issues that they've had in the past. Now going into the financials a little bit, just kind of to reflect back to the fiscal year 2013, they had revenues of $379 billion. Their operational profits was 31 billion, and their net profit was 23 billion. Now, fiscal year 2015, they did just release their first quarterly report, and people were a little bit shocked when they saw that under the first quarter of 2015, their actual profits were approximately 3.2 billion, 2.6 billion, which is lower than the 3.2 billion which they had in the first quarter of 2014. Looking at the historical data, we can see how the price of the crude oil actually took a pretty large dip. So I know it went from quarter four 2014 $77 to quarter one 2015 at only $55 per barrel. So that was a big contributing factor. Going into the SWOT analysis rather quickly here, some of their strengths that BP has as a company is their robust research and development initiatives. Of course, they want to make sure that everything's clean and they don't have anything negative going their way. The fact that they're vertically integrated, and their large geographical presence. So they are, again, in over 80 countries. Some of the weaknesses are environmental factors, especially with the oil spill that they had a couple of years ago. Their opportunities, disposal of assets, the way that they, all their output, something that they can probably capitalize in. Strategic agreements, investments, and approvals. Relationship with Rosneft, the Russian oil company, which is mostly owned by the Russian government. And some of the threats is that they're in a highly competitive industry, risk of exploration, development, and production, as well as concerning environmental regulations. Thank you. This was a little bit of what I wanted to go over. If you have any questions or any further data, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to respond as soon as possible. Thank you.